Hey everybody, Chris here over at DoSpace, and we've got our next Take and Make kit for the 2022 Summer Passport Program. This one's really cool. I'm pretty excited to show it off. This is a sound visualizer. Now we usually can't see sound just with our eyes, so we need a gadget like this to help us visualize that. See, sound is vibrations. You take your hands and put them on your throat and hum a little tune. Odds are you felt vibrations underneath your hand. Your vocal cords were vibrating to make those noises. And when you speak, air particles vibrate along that same frequency as those vocal cords until it gets to a person's ear. They interpret those vibrations as different sounds, as different words, and that's a big part of how we communicate. Here's how our sound visualizer is going to work. I've got this balloon stretched across this bit of tubing, and then we've got a mirror with a laser pointer aimed right at it. So when we talk into this end, it's going to vibrate this balloon, and that laser is going to vibrate, and along the wall, we're going to be able to see our laser do some pretty crazy moves. Let's get started by taking a look at what is inside your Take and Make kit. So your Take and Make kit is going to have a couple of things. It's going to have a paint stick, which is going to serve as the base. It's going to have a piece of corrugated tubing. You're going to have an adhesive square, a balloon, a laser pointer, a 3D printed laser pointer holder. Kind of looks like a noodle. And a small mirror. You're also going to need a couple of supplies from home, so I'd suggest finding a pair of scissors and some tape. The bigger the tape, the better, because that's how we're going to affix our corrugated tubing to our paint stick. The first step is going to be cutting our balloon so that we can stretch it across the surface of our tube. So go ahead and grab your balloon, and we're going to make our cut right where the balloon starts to get a little bit wider. So you'll see it's sort of a straight line, and then it starts widening out. We're going to cut it right about here. Do a little snip. Nice. As you can tell, we got a bit of stretch with this now. We're going to take our balloon and wrap it around one end of your corrugated tube. This is going to take a couple of tries, and if you need to cut your balloon a little bit wider, feel free to do so. You can already tell that we can make some vibrations just by tapping. Now we have our membrane stretched across our corrugated tube. Now we're going to tape it to our paint stick. I'm going to take a long strip, lay it down sticky side up. I'm going to just lay my paint stick and push it down on top. And I want my membrane pointed towards the rest of our stick. So I'm going to set it right there. I'm going to take my tape, stick it on this side, lift it up, and stick it on the other side. Press down. It's all right if it's a little bit wobbly. You'll be able to hold it firmly with your hand while you're actually using it. Next, we're going to take our 3M square and we're going to peel off both sides so that it is doubly adhesive. And we're going to take our square and we're going to stick it pretty close to your balloon. So I'm leaving maybe about an inch or two in between this sticky surface and the surface of our tube. All right, so your laser pointer has a couple of bells and whistles on it that we need to get rid of, notably this keychain here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get right where that triangle is. I'm going to push my laser down, and I'm just going to open up that little triangle at the end. So all that we're left with is the laser pointer and not the keychain. I don't need this. We're going to take our laser pointer and we're going to slide it into our laser holder. You'll notice that there's a little hole located here because our laser pointers are dual purpose. They're 2-in-1. One end is a flashlight and the other end is a laser pointer. And we don't want both of these going off at the same time. So we're going to take our laser pointer. We're going to place the business end of the laser into the diagonal side. You'll notice that maybe your laser pointer will start turning on. We're going to try to move it position it so all that we have is the laser going and not the flashlight button. I'm going to attach the flat end of our laser pointer holder right onto that sticky pad. And it doesn't really matter where, as long as that laser is pointed nice in the center or as close as you can get to the center of your membrane. This is also pretty sticky, so if you need to lift it up and move it somewhere else, do whatever you need to do to make you happy. Lastly, we've got our little square mirror. This also has two sides that you need to peel. One of them is the mirror side. So if we peel off that front layer, we're going to get a much more reflective surface. And then the other side is sticky. And we're going to peel off that side. So mirror side, sticky side. And I'm going to stick it right where that laser is pointing. If mine's sitting right about there, I'm going to stick my mirror so that the laser can shoot off of the mirror. I'm going to take a hand on this side and a hand on this side. I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and stuck to our balloon. And there you have it. You've got yourself your own sound visualizer. Pretty easy to put together. And now we're going to give it a little test.
So I've come over here to test out my sound visualizer. You can see I've got my laser pointer right there. And now it's time just to make some weird noises right into your little tube here. Oh, boo, boo, ba, 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 boo, oh, oh. So yeah, it's just kind of weird stuff like that. Don, look, what are you doing?
I don't know what came over me.
Maybe be careful with this thing around cats.
Thank you so much for trying out this week's Take and Make program. Parents, going to go ahead and apologize in advance for all the weird noises your kids are going to make while they're playing with this thing. Also, just want to point out that we have a bunch of classes still happening in the month of July. Drop-in classes on Tuesday and Thursdays, evening classes throughout the week, so make sure to swing into DoSpace and keep earning badges for cool prizes for this summer passport program. We'll see you soon.